Okay, now this is a conversion graph question. With a conversion graph question, you will end up drawing a straight line. Okay, now for a straight line, to draw a straight line, of course, you're going to need 2 points on that straight line. And we've got a table up here, converting centigrade Celsius to Fahrenheit. So if you look here, you've got -5 Celsius is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. 5 degrees Celsius is 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and you've also got a third comparison as well. Okay, this is converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit. That's why it's called a conversion graph. And there's lots of things we can convert. So these are 2 different temperature measurements that you're used to. We can sort of have a look what this looks like on a graph. Now here you can notice on my axes I've got Celsius running along here, Fahrenheit running along there. Okay, so when I use my table, okay, I've got -5 Celsius is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. So what you do is you go across to -5 on the Celsius chart, okay, on the Celsius axis, across to -5, and then up to 23 on the Fahrenheit. So across to -5, up to 23, which is there, and I'm just going to put a little cross there to mark that point. Then I've got the next value in the table, 5 Celsius is 41 Fahrenheit. So I go across to 5 on the Celsius, up to 41 on the Fahrenheit, and mark it there. Okay, and then I've got 25 Celsius is 77 Fahrenheit. So I go across to 25, up to 77, which is there. Okay, so I've got 3 points. Now, if you've done this correctly, they should all line up. Okay, so hopefully I've done this correctly, and I'm going to see if my points do line up. Okay. If they don't line up, I've gone wrong somewhere. Alright, so fortunately they do for me. They do line up, and they always will on a conversion graph. You always will get a straight line. Okay, so make sure you get, when you line your rule up, get the points lined up perfectly, and there's your conversion line there. Okay, so you picked up 3 marks there for that particular question. Now there is a part B to this. Okay, so we're going to have to use the graph to answer part B. Now, with part B, it says water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius under normal conditions. Use your graph to find the temperature in Fahrenheit at which water freezes under normal conditions. So, 0 degrees Celsius is here, of course, right? So, 0 degrees Celsius is there on the Celsius axis. So all you've got to do is obviously look up to where the line is, and you can work out then what Fahrenheit is at 0, and it actually is 32. Okay, so we've got 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it says which is higher, 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius. So what I would do is I would look where 60 degrees Fahrenheit is. Okay, 60 degrees Fahrenheit is over here. Okay, now you need to go from 60 degrees Fahrenheit, go to the line, to the conversion graph. Okay, to the line that you've drawn. You can draw a line across, nothing wrong with that. And then let's read down. Okay, so I've gone across the 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's read down to see what that is in Celsius. So I've gone across from 60 to the line and gone all the way down, and as you can see there, we've got a value there. Okay, now I think 2 squares represents 1. Okay, 2 squares represents 1. I think I've done that right. So that means we've got 15.5 there in the middle. Okay, so we can say that 60 degrees Fahrenheit is 15.5 degrees Celsius. Obviously 60 degrees Fahrenheit then is less than 18, isn't it? It's obviously it's 15.5, so 18 degrees Celsius is the highest. Okay, second question on this, another conversion. Here we've got gallons and litres. Okay, petrol is often measured in both of these. Okay, and we're asked now to draw a conversion graph. Okay, between gallons and litres. Now you've got gallons here already written, so that means litres must go on this axis. Okay, now there's no scale given to us, but if we look carefully here, litres Okay, it sort of goes up to 73, doesn't it, on here? So maybe if I go up in tens, it should all fit in. So if I start 0 here, 10 there, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, that's going to fit in, isn't it? We're going to get to 73 there. Gallons then on the bottom, gallons goes up to 16. So perhaps then if I go up here, we can maybe go across in fives. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So you just want values in this scale so that we can have all of these put on. Now the first conversion, 0 gallons is 0 litres obviously, so we've got a cross actually going through the origin. Okay, it doesn't always go through the origin, but in this case it does. We've got 9 gallons is 41 litres, so I go across to 9 here. Okay, so 9 would be there, that's where 9 is, and I'll go all the way up to 41, which is here. So put a little X there. Got 2 points. Let's to make sure now with the third point, make sure I get this correct. 16, and across to 16, which is here, and then up to 73, which is right up here. Okay, so I've got my 3 points. They should line up. If they don't line up, I've done something wrong. When you draw your conversion line, make sure it covers the whole of the graph page. And there you have it, there's my conversion graph. Now, on the bottom it says, use your graph to find an estimate for 350 litres in gallons. This is really important, this bit here. Okay, so I've left this question to the end. 350 litres in gallons. Now if you look on your axes, 350 doesn't exist. Obviously it's way over here, and we haven't got enough graph to get to 350. Okay, but what you can do is you can choose a suitable value. Okay, a suitable value so that we can end up scaling up to 350. Now the one I'm going to go for is 50. Okay, 50 is a nice value. All right, so you might not be sure what I'm doing here now, but if I go from 50 litres, watch what I do now. I'm going to go from 50 litres, okay, and I'm going to read from the graph to see what that gives me in terms of gallons. Excellent. So 50 litres is actually worth 11 gallons. Now you might be wondering what I'm doing, because I want 350, or you might have figured it out. Of course, we can scale this up. Okay, we can scale this up. We can make it to 350 if I times it by something. Okay, obviously I make it bigger and times it by 7 in fact. Okay, that's what I need to times it by. So 350 litres. Of course, all you've got to do then is times that side by 7. So you get 77 gallons.